Hi friends, welcome back. I am currently working on what I'm going to pull out of the bank for cash to do cash stuffing, and I was like, why not sit down and kind of go over it together and kind of give you guys what my mindset and point of view of how I do it. Now, I know a lot of creators end up taking all of their paycheck out and they have cash envelopes for mortgage, rent, utilities, all the things. Now, for my family, we don't do it that way. My husband thinks it's just more effort for us to do it that way. And what we do is we leave those bills in the account. So we don't pull it out just to put it back in, essentially, especially for bills that are probably going to have to be paid out, right away or whatever the case may be. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, just understand what works for my family may not work for your family. And if I do something, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it. Obviously, what I'm doing is just showing you what we're doing, and maybe it gives you some ideas and tips and all of that jazz. So, I did not post a video last week because our entire check went to house payment, and what else did we pay last what would have been last week's video. So we had a lot of stuff. I paid for the camper, the house payment, and pretty much all that was left was pretty much nothing. Like that, the whole check was for all of those things. So I didn't have a video. So there's no point for me to pull the money out just to show you guys that it's going to our house payment and then go back and make the payment. That just doesn't work well for us, and I don't really have the time to go back and forth doing that. So, but obviously, do what works for you guys, and if you don't like what I do, that's fine. You don't have to do that. But anyway, so this might be a really kind of lengthy video, talking video. So my husband gets paid tomorrow. So what we're going to do is kind of figure out what I'm going to take out of that check and pull from. So what I'm going to do is see what bills are left to go out. It says my batteries are low, so hopefully it will hold on. So let's see. I have a dentist bill of $92 that's going to be coming out. So I'm not going to pull $92 to put it right back in to pay that. I have some medical bills. So those are automatically drafted out. So $78.11 minus $36.74 minus embryo storage is $58. Our electricity is $3.30, you guys. Like, I will be glad when winter is no longer here because it is a fortune. This amount does not look right. Let me start over. So what did I say? We've got, actually that's probably right because our electricity is expensive. I'm just curious, what is everyone's electricity bill at the moment? So I live in Georgia and it's been hovering like in the 30s and 40s, which I hate. And yeah, I hate it so much. So our bill for this month was $3.30. So $36.74 minus embryo storage was $58 minus $3.30. I did it again. What am I up to, you guys? I'm losing it. Okay, so again, dentist, 92. As soon as I do this right, for once, my batteries are gonna die, watch. $36.74, $58, and $3.30. Okay. Ugh, the paychecks go so quick. So, my husband has a government job, and y'all know the pay is not that great for government jobs, but we do it for the benefits. So I am pretty much planning out his check. So I get paid every other week that he doesn't get paid, which is great because we have something coming in weekly. So I'm going to get me something to drink because I'm already yapping it up. And the straw is not wanting to cooperate. I got these new cups. They're from the brand Elo, and I love them. They are completely like leak proof, and you can put them in the dishwasher. What is happening? It is not. What is the deal? I think it's getting hung on like ice or something. The straw is not. There we go. Anyway, they're dishwasher safe and leak proof. Like you can turn the lid and like it's totally leak proof. And I think they're just as good as Stanley as far as the cold goes and keeping ice up. So yeah, check those out if you want to. I like them. Okay, so we've got $4.97.15 to play with. I need to stuff gas. I should have brought my wallet in here so you guys could see it, but anyway, we don't have my wallet. So gas, eating out. We just went and got groceries, and I don't think that we need anything for that, honestly. I'm going to put a question mark here. So gas, eating out, groceries, what else is in there? I'm going to do weekly spend. That's like my money, like my fun money if I want to go get a coffee or something like that. I feel like I'm missing something. I really don't know. Okay, so I am also going to look what's coming ahead. HOA is definitely coming out February 1st, so I am going to stuff, is it in this one? Y'all bear with me. Y'all are getting the raw, how my brain works. Okay, look how stinking cute. I don't have no idea if I'm in the frame or not because I'm sitting below my phone. Look how stinking cute it is. So I own a bookish stationery shop, and I was like, why have I never thought about putting my bookmarks in as little accents? So this right here is from my business. It's called The Cozy Peach. You can look on Instagram or you could go on Etsy, and I also have a website, thecozybudgetmama.com. But I was like, why have I never thought about this? The sticker that says don't look back, that's from my shop. And then all the other stuff is pretty much Millennial Dollar. I love her. The calendar cards, I bought that off Etsy, printed them out and cut them and rounded them myself. I was going to make my own, but I was like, I don't have the time. So I bought that. So the dogs are also getting groomed. They just went and got groomed. That's why their envelope is, first of all, there is marker here. I got to figure out what happened to this. I hope my son did not do that. I will try to clean this off camera and see if it's marker or something. I have no idea, you guys. This is real life over here. But the girls just went and got groomed on, what did I do? I'm telling you, this is going to be kind of all over the place. Friday. So anyway, there's nothing in there. So they're usually 130. Yep, this thing is about to die. So 130, and then it's pretty much, where's that calendar? I need like to look at February too. So I think it's about 4 weeks till their next one. So I need to pull $32.50 out. So I'm just going to do 32. So let's write down grooming. 32. Self-care. I think, what am I doing for self-care? I think I'm only putting in, I have like nothing planned, so I'm almost tempted not to stuff it because I don't have like hair or nails or anything like that planned right now, but I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I would eventually like to go get a massage. So my normal amount that I put in is 20. All right, so self-care, Christmas, definitely doing that. 31. Okay, so what else do we have? Hot tub. I'm pretty much looking at my old numbers of what I pulled out because these are continual. So 75. Lawn spraying, I honestly don't know when they're coming again. They come like quarterly or every 3 months. I can't remember. Pest is 5. This is how, like, I just wanted to show pest 5, how my brain works when doing this. Because I know some people, they don't know where to start. And like how much to pull out. I do need camper storage. 40. Okay, so that's this one. This binder. Okay, so let me pull this one out and see what I'm gonna be stuffing. And then this is what I did in this one. And this is also a bookmark from the shop. I made this little tag with my name on it, and I was like, you know, I should put like a cute little ribbon or something right here, and then I used all my ribbon. So I've got to get my ribbon. So, all right, I'm not stuffing clothes. I'm not stuffing children. I really need to start vacation, but I'm not going to do it right now because I have other bills that's coming through, like car insurance is going to be coming up. Like I said, HOA. Speaking of, here she is. So HOA. What did I pull out last time for that? I had all my little grocery list in here too. HOA 88. Which I need to see how much is in here. All right, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88. I think it's 750 is the HOA, and it's due. So I am going to, I feel like that's too much. I don't feel like 750 is right. I'll double check that when I get off here, but let's see, do I have it wrote down? Maybe in, I'm looking at my computer. I'm not sure. So I will double check that, but I think I'm going to pull out, yeah, I think I'm going to pull out 100 for this. And then I have some other money set aside that I'll probably put towards it. I've just been kind of holding on to it, not doing anything with it because I knew that I haven't been planning like I needed to for this. So it's just kind of off to the side. I was going to put it on as a lump sum, like additional credit card payment, but it might go to, yeah, it might go to the HOA. So pest service, I'm going to put in 5. So I already have pest here. I think that was so pest is 5. I think that was lawn spraying, wasn't it? Yeah. So let me write down lawn, spring. I think that was what was in the other binder. What do I typically do for that? See, I don't know when he's coming back. Like, is it 3 or 4? I don't know what he's doing for this year. We haven't like talked to him about it, so I don't know if he's going to be coming every 10 weeks, 12 weeks. I don't know, so it's kind of hard to like plan ahead right this second. But let's see. $6 is what lawn spraying is. So nothing house maintenance upgrades right now. Nothing on camper maintenance right now. No. Like the stuff I will be working on, just not right now. I have other things that need priority and take more of the finances. Let me look at this 10K savings challenge. I'm going to write down, I'm not sure. $150. I'm not sure if I'm going to stuff this on his check or my check yet, because his checks aren't that much. Okay, these are just savings challenges. I'm not working on that out of his check right now. All right, car insurance. We'll have to get a plan for that soon. Vehicle maintenance, book retreat. I'm not sure if I'm stuffing any of this right now. I will be. Again, we're restarting from nothing, but there are bills that are due like pretty soon. So they're taking the majority of the extra out of our paychecks. That's going to have to go to that. So I can't take that money and put it towards a savings challenge, because I've got to make sure I pay this bill before I just put that towards a savings challenge, if that makes sense. So let me see here. We've got, we're probably not going to do the 10K savings challenge. I don't think there's going to be enough left over, quite honestly. So, 32 plus 20 plus 31 plus 75, 5, 40, 100. Yeah, 66, not 60. See, that's 309 right there. So we're going to hold off on this one till next week, because I get paid. So what we've done is we've pretty much paid almost all of our bills for this month, except what I mentioned earlier. And we have like 3 weeks left, 2.5 weeks left of the month. So, and the majority of all of our bills have been paid. What's not paid is stuff that's auto drafted out. Okay, so gas. I definitely am going to need gas. So, let's do 90. So 40 and 45. So mine and my husband's. Eating out, I'm not giving any. We're not eating out. Groceries, I'm going to give 40, because I think we need like bread and milk and little odds and ends stuff. And then weekly spend 40 possibly. So let's see where we're at now. So 90, 40, 40, 32, 20, 31, 75, 5, 40, 100, 6. That's 479. So that is almost like what's left over from the check. So we're holding off on the 10K savings challenge. I will do that next week when I get paid. So let's see, 479. So this is what I do. I pretty much go, well, I need any 50s, 100. Yeah, I'll need 100, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s. So let's see here. I need 2 20s. I need 2 20s and a 5 Groceries, we'll do 220s. Weekly spend, I like to break mine down, so 10 and 10, and then my husband doesn't care. Grooming, we'll do a 20, a 10, and 2 ones. Self-care, do a 20. Christmas, a 20, a 10, and a 1. Hot tub, a 50, a 20, and a 5. Pest, a 5. Camper storage, 2 20s. HOA, 100. Lawn spraying, 5 and 6. And we're holding off on that. So this is how I know like what I'm going to tell the teller. And so what I'll do is I will do my teller slip, which I don't have that. Let me see where that's at. I don't think I cleaned it off from last time. Let me check. Hang on just a second. Okay, so I do have a teller slip here. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and fill this out. So I need 100, I need 150, I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 20s. I needed 4 10s. I needed 4 5s, and I needed 4 1s. So we're going to total this again and just make sure this is right. So 150, hold on, let me do this. 13 times 20. I know I can do it with this calculator, but I don't remember how to do that. So 20, 260 plus 50 plus 100. I think you put it in parentheses, but 40, 20, and 4. 474. We're off somewhere because I have 479. So what did I miss? Did I miss a I must have missed a like the pest, because it's 5, right? It's 5 or 6. Yeah, it's 5. So I must have missed a 5 for the pest service. So what we'll do is we'll make that a 5. And then, can I wipe that off yet? Hang on just a sec. I don't have like a tissue or anything in here. I didn't think that I was gonna. Now I'm gonna make a mess. Okay, so we'll change that to 5. So that should total up to 479. And I made this little cash breakdown like years ago. I have been doing the Dave Ramsey method for quite some time. I'm just double checking. 20 times 13 is 260 plus 150 plus 40 plus 25 plus 4, 479. And that is pretty much it. So what I'll do now is I will go to the bank. I will give them this cash breakdown. And then what I'll do is I'll come home and I will stuff all of this. Okay. So basically what I've done is I've taken his check and deducted what is going to be drafted out. And then what was left was $497.15. And that's what I have left remaining that I can stuff in cash envelopes to get ahead, to plan ahead. So we're going to go ahead and do gas. We're not doing eating out because I have bought and planned out groceries for 8 days. And then groceries, I did 40. I'm not sure I'll need that, but I do know I am getting low on milk and bread, and we're about to shut down apparently this weekend. So Georgia, when it comes to snow, it shuts us down. It's wild. Weekly spend is $40. And then we're doing grooming, self-care, Christmas, hot tub, pest, camper storage, HOA, lawn spraying, and that is all that I will be planning ahead for. And then the next video, what I'll do is I will come in and do a cash stuffing video. So that's really it for today's. I just wanted to kind of walk you through my plan to cash stuff and what's left for this week off his paycheck. And yeah, I hope maybe it helped you out. Maybe it confused you more. I don't know. I hope not. But anyways, I will catch you guys on the next one. And thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, guys.